Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nursyahrina from Institute Teknologi Padang. Now, in this video, I'd like to present an example of procedures about how to use Trello to manage your team project. So, what is Trello? Have you heard about it before? Trello is a web-based Kanban-style list-making application that can be used as a visual tool for organizing your work and life. It was released in 2011 and developed by Atlassian, a multinational software company headquartered in Sydney, Australia. And now, Trello has more than 35 million registered users, and it's available in 21 languages and also can be used on Android and iOS platforms. Trello lets you work more collaboratively. It uses boards, lists, and cards to enable you to organize and prioritize your projects in a fun, flexible, and rewarding way. Whether it's for work, a side project, or even the next family vacation, Trello helps your team to stay organized. So Trello, it's mainly used by IT developer team to manage their work, but actually, it also can be used to any kind of purposes. For example, we can use Trello to manage our school project, personal timeline, or even to plan a family trip. So how to use Trello to manage your team project? Here, the step-by-step procedures to work on it. First, start your web browser and open Trello official website at trello.com. Next, sign up to create your new account by clicking the sign up button at the top right side of the website. Then enter your email to create a new account or continue with another account. For example, here, you can continue with Google, then choose an account. Then after that, you'll be directed to the initiation process to create your project board. Here in Trello, you can organize just about anything with a Trello board. Start by naming your board, something related to the project you're working on or what you need to get done. For example, here, we made a project board with name Website Development Project. And click the next button. Next, add list to the board. A list is a collection of cards. It can be a set of ideas, a group of tasks, or a stage in a project. So here in Trello, we use a board as a visualization of a project and list for the project stage of progress. Here there are 3 lists as 3 stages of progress, starting from the left to the right side of the board. For example, here there is task to-do list in the left side as the preparation stage. There is in progress list in the middle, and there is done list in the right side of the board. Then click next button. Next, add cards to the first list. A card is representation of a small task in the project. For example, here there are 3 cards that represent 3 tasks. Choose a theme, design the layout, and create the homepage task. Then click the next button. After that, add checklist to the first card. When you click on a card, you can add just about any kind of information to it. You can add description, attach file, add checklist, or even post a comment. For example, here to start by adding color checklist to choose a theme card. Then click the next button. Then click this button to finish your first project board initiation. And after this, we can start to manage our project boards. So the next steps is to understand the tools on the board. This is the Trello boards of the project that we have just made. In this board, there are a lot of tools that can be used to help us to manage our project. Starting from the top left side of the board, there is a button to see the other product of a fashion company. There's a home button to go to your dashboard. There's a board button to see all of your board. And there's a search panel to search card or board by typing the keyword. There's a plus button to create new board or create new theme. There's the information button to see links to information about Trello. There is a bell button to see the notification or the change that have been made to this board. And there's profile button to manage your account. And then there is start button. When you click it, you can make this board as the first priority of all your boards. Then there is button to change the authority of the board. So a board in Trello, it can be personal board or it can be team board. And then there's a button to set the visibility of the board. So the board can be private, team visible, or it can be public and can be seen by other people on the net. There's a board member list, and there's an invitation button to invite your team member. There's a butler, which is an additional tool for automation. And there's a show menu button to personalize this board. In each list, there is a plus icon to add a new card, and there's a plus icon to add another list. After understanding the tools of the board, you can start to build your team by clicking the plus button on the top right side of the board, then click Create Team. Then fill the form to build your team. You can add team name, choose your team type, and add a little description about your team. Then click Continue button. Next, you can invite your team member by adding their email, then click Invite to Team button. Then you'll be directed to your team dashboard. In this team dashboard, you can see the notifications, and you can manage your members, and you can do a lot of configuration settings. Next, go back to your board by clicking the board button. After that, change the authority of the board to make your board as a part of your team by clicking the personal button, then choose your team, then click Add. So now, this board is belong to your team, and all your team members that have been invited can participate on this project. The next step is you can add details to the task card by clicking the card. And then here you can add a lot of details to the card. For example, you can add description, add checklist, and you can add comment to the card. Next, you can add member to the card as the person in charge by clicking the member button, then choose the member as the person in charge. Then you can add due date to the task card by clicking the due date button, and you can choose the date, then click save. The next step is you can add new cards to include all the tasks in your project by clicking the plus icon on the list, and you can enter the title for the card, then click add card. Next, drag a card to the next list when you start the task. For example, here, I'm dragging the choose a theme card from task to do list to in progress list. It means that I'm going to start to do the choose a theme task, or the task is in progress. Then drag a card to the last list when you complete the task. For example, here, when I'm just done doing the task to choose a theme, I can drag the choose the theme card from in progress list to done list, and this action can notify my team member and tell them about my progress. The last step is look at the board notification by clicking the bell button at the top right side of the board to monitor the project progress made by your team member. So here, you can monitor each other progress and keep updated with the workflow of the project. So, with the help of Trello, we can manage and control the workflow of our team project. We can keep the project on track and under control. We can stay updated with each other progress anywhere, anytime, and we can improve our management and collaborative skills. So this is the end of my video. I'm sorry for any kind of mistakes. I hope this presentation can enhance our knowledge and can be used as a resource of learning to improve our performance and quality of life. And thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.